those of us that have tried our hands on content creation, is there anything that you want us to talk about before we delve into these sections fully? In absence of that, I'm going to see if I can pull up. So for the people that are just joining us for the first time today, and I'll try to do a quick recap. Then I will now go back into the last work we're working on. Though I think I finished it in an extra. I just went ahead to just generated most of the videos. I will show you the outcome. Not really perfect. I just did a quick walk, and then from there we now rebuild some of the scenes, and then we go on. Though I'm looking at introducing us how to create consistency in character, and then also looking at other forms of content that we can use AI to do. But meanwhile, I want to see if I can pick up the video where just give me a minute just so I can put it out.
Most people think making money with AI is complicated, but it's not. Right now, beginners are using AI to make money with no experience. Here are 3 simple ways. First, AI content creation. Use tools like ChatGPT to write content and Canva to turn it into posts or videos. Businesses need content every day, and they pay for it. Second, faceless YouTube channels. No camera needed. AI helps you write scripts, create visuals, and edit using apps like CapCut. One good video can take off. Third, digital products. Create ebooks or templates using AI, then sell them on platforms like Gumroad. You build it once, and it keeps selling. You don't need skills to start. You just need to start, follow this page, and comment AI. I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step.
Okay, so that was the video we started creating last week. I didn't finish. There were a lot of things when I was editing I felt that I would have corrected if I was working as a solo, meaning that I would have just changed 1 or 2 things. But because it was not a solo project, I just like, okay, let me allow everybody work on it. So that today I was thinking that we're going to just work on text placement, how you can bring in your text in the editing and everything. But however, I'm just going to go back, a quick review of where we started last week. We started from ChatGPT. We said that using ChatGPT, you can use ChatGPT to find ideas. If you have any idea or anything, you can use ChatGPT to start your ideas. Once you understand the idea you want, you can. Hello, can you?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay. All right. So I mentioned that we use the activity to find an idea. One of the things that we do. So we started with using ChatGPT to find an idea that we wanted to. So from there, from looking for the idea, once we have understood your idea, we went further to ask it to create a script. And that's where we came here and told it to create a script for us. Now, after creating a script, we went ahead. So for those that are just joining us, let me just quickly say this, that you can use ChatGPT or any chatbot that you have as a personal assistant by directing it to create a script for you. Another thing again I do is that if I have an idea of how I want my script or the story I want to tell, I can pick up that story and just put it into ChatGPT and say, okay, this is my story. I want to tell the story. Can you refine the story and make it more emotional or more engaging? It's going to pick that story idea that you have already and then transform it into something that is going to be much better. But one thing I mentioned last week, and one of the things I do is that whenever ChatGPT or anyone that you're using, whether Gemini or Cloud, always make sure you read. Always make sure you read through it. So it gave us a script last week, and just scrolling down. This was our script. It gave us this script, and we read through it, and we felt that, okay, this script is good enough. Always read your script, understand that it's helping you to achieve what you want. And once you are sure of the script, then you move back, then you can now, if the script is not good enough, you can that was what we did there. We asked it to reduce it to 60 seconds, and then when we are sure, then we now ask it to give us shots. Now each of these shots is what is going to make the video. If while watching the video,
most people
see, this is one shot, this is another shot, this is another shot, this is another shot, and this is another. So all these shots is generated using this prompt. So you don't need to use any special prompt. You can just say that, okay, break down this script into 3 seconds, into 6 seconds shots. Now, the default, especially for some movies, some shots don't spend more than 3 seconds. But sometimes you can decide to play along with shots, especially if there's a camera movement, and make it stay more than 3 seconds. So normally I like using a 6 seconds shot. And then once we finish creating our shots, these are all the shots: shot 1, shot 1, shot 2, shot 3, shot 4, and all the way. So I'm going to do something quickly now, so that before we continue with what we have is, let's assume that I want to create a story about a man that I'm going to just start all over from beginning for those that are just joining us. I'm going to quickly, it's going to be a 15-second story, so that I will use that quickly to create a consistent character. Now, let's assume we want to tell a story about a man that lost. Let's about a man that just won the jackpot. So I can just come to ChatGPT and say, give me a 30 seconds story about a man who won the jackpot against all odds. Okay, so this is the quick story has given to me. So that is us now creating a script. And I just quickly do this for the benefit of those that are just joining us quickly, so we can just quickly get this done and then hopefully move on to other areas. So this is our script. Like I said, you read your script. Very, very important. We can read our script and be sure that, okay, that does this script tell the story we want to tell. And I'm just going to copy it. If this is good enough, I will now tell it's okay to just do a quick read. All right. So I'm just going to copy the script. Another thing I mentioned last week is that if you are working on a time belt, if you know that your story should not exceed a particular time frame, for example, you want to do a 1-minute shot, before you go and do your voiceover, always be certain that the wordings that you have is less than 1 minute, is close to the timing you want. And one way to check that is by just going to word count. Anyone can work, just choose word count. You copy the entire word, just paste it there. So it has too much advert. Let me look for something that doesn't have much advert. Okay, I'll just paste it here. And it's telling me it's 44 seconds. So 44 seconds is not bad. I can reduce my pasting when I want to do my voiceover. So this script is just 44 seconds. Remember where we started from? We started by using ChatGPT to create our script. Once you are okay with the script and you think that the script is good enough, we check to be sure that it's within our time frame. Our time frame is saying it is 44 seconds, which is not bad enough. The next thing we do is go to our the next thing is to create our voiceover. And I said 11 lab. 11 Lab is what I normally use to create my voiceover. There are others available there, but 11 Labs normally give me 10,000 credits free every month. 11 Labs give me 10,000 credits every month, and that is good for me. So I use 11 Labs. I put the script in it, remove any extra character so that I don't waste credits. Be very, very sure that you have gotten exactly what you want before you press your generate. Because once you generate it and it's not what you want, you have to regenerate again. So I looked at it. I said, okay, this is not bad. Then I did mention last time, you come here and you choose the voice you want. There's where you can choose the person that you want it to do your voice for you. I will just choose.
Kindness is more important than wisdom, and the recognition of this is the beginning of wisdom.
For now, I will generate it. I'm trying to be fast. My apologies to those that are just joining us.
Everyone laughed when Daniel said he was going to change his life. He was broke, behind on rent, and surviving on Instagram.
So that's our script, and that is our voice that has been generated. So I'll just download it. Please, if you have any questions, please let me know. You can ask, and just unmute your mic and ask, because I may not be able to see. If you just raise up your hand, I may not be able to see it. So that is all done with our voiceover. Now that the voiceover has been done, the next dimension is that we need to break down this into shots and prompts. And I also mentioned last week that I like to work in my own workflow is that I have different chats that are doing it. So if this chat has just created the script for us, I like to maintain that chat as a script writer. So that chat is responsible for creating my script for brainstorming, for together we can brainstorm on different ideas. I want to always keep it that way. I have another chat that is in charge of my prompts. So let's assume this other chat here is in charge of prompts. I'll just copy the script and I'll give it to it. I said using this script, I said break it down into shots of 6 seconds each. Give me prompts to generate image. Normally, I talk about image generation. I like using the image to generate video, and I will tell you the reason why now, especially now that I want to create something consistent. I will show you the difference now. To generate images and video. Images will be generated in Google Flow, and the videos in Grok. So if it depends on the AI tool you are using. For those people that have Eggings or maybe OpenArt or anyone, you can just tell it, whatever one you are using, you can just tell it, and then it tries to create a prompt that is going to be workable in those areas, in those AI. But some AI is quite smart, even if it's not particularly tailored to that particular AI tool. It still figures out what you want and then go ahead to do it. Now it has generated a prompt for each scene. But if you notice that in all of it, it's saying a young African man, a young African man, a young African man. That can be a random person. So each time when I copy that and I put it inside my AI, it's going to be bringing the face of a different person every time. So to ensure that I don't have a wrong face, I can now say, I can come back to that particular chart and tell it, create a character DNA. You may not necessarily need to follow it as I'm saying, or you can say create a character sheet or sheet showing the 360 view of our character. Or say, so I take create a prompt. Let me use create a prompt. Because now that ChatGPT is quite powerful, and I can create its own images. Since I'm using another tool for my image generation, I'm just going to ask it to create a prompt for it. So now this is now the character he has created for it. Now this is now my character prompt. Now if for example in my story I have more than 5 main characters or as many characters I have, you can create a character DNA sheet for the person or for that character. So I'm just going to pick this particular character now. I will go to my Google Flow. I'll go to my Google Flow. And I mentioned that Google Flow is it gives you for now unlimited use of creating images, unlimited use. Now, if you see this, for example, now this is a story I'm working on. Let me just show what character is. And now this is a character sheet. I don't know if you can see this. So it shows you the person's character and description. This is the face, the side view, the back, the close up, the shoe, so that if I'm going to be using art throughout the story I'm creating, I can always make reference to this particular character sheet so that it does not make a mistake. So this is what the character sheet looks like. Let me show you one more if I have okay, this is another one. So this is what your character sheet looks like. So by having a character sheet, you can maintain consistency throughout your video. You don't need to necessarily be getting a new face each time when you put your video. So you have a consistent character. So now that we have copied that particular prompt, we are going to a new project. Sorry, let me just use this one. This one I've been using for ROCKITECH. So I'm just going to use it. I'm just going to paste that prompt here now. And let us see what Flow is going to create. Because we are doing the video in portrait. Sorry, yeah, portrait style. So that's why all these images are in portrait. So I'm waiting for it. It's generating. If you can see this on my left-hand side here, it's generating our character. So we're just going to wait and see what it comes up with. And like I always mention, you must not always take anything that it gives you. You must not, it's not like garbage in, garbage out. If it gives you a character, you don't like the character, you can rebuild. You can always rebuild the character. So I'm going to show us 2 ways of doing that before we move on. And let's just see this one comes out. So, can you see? So this is our character. So this is the man that is going to be consistent in all our videos. Can you see what he has given to us? Front view, right view, side view. Some can even go do a very tight close-up of the face. So this is another person again. So can you see AI is making mistake here? Guys, having a straight front. So these things are really machines. But at least this is good enough. I think I like this guy's face and everything. So that's how to create our character. Another thing again we can do, I'm just going to see if I can pull that up, is that I can go to, for example, let me go to, I can go and download an image. I don't like downloading random image from the internet so that it doesn't cause issue. I can just go, if I can go to some of these stock images and just tell it black. So I look out for one of these images. Can you see? I can just, for the sake of time, let me just pick this person. Oh, this is premium. I don't want premium. I want free. The ones that are free. Okay. Let me pick this guy here. So I'm going to pick this guy. So this guy is one I want to use. So if I have an image I want to reference, it does not necessarily need to create the image from beginning. I want to show us that we can do that. Please, like I did mention, just stop me if I'm going too fast. So I can bring this image, let me open the image here so we can see the image. So this is the image I just downloaded from the internet. But I like using, so I don't download random images. I like using platforms I know that is a bit protected. I don't know if that is the right word. It's like they have their own stock images, not just random Google images. So somebody will not just come and harass me and say, okay, oh, you are taking an image that is my own and you're using it to do something. If you want to take image from Google Direct, be sure that it is allowed for usage. There's no copyright issue on it. Always check. Maybe before the end of the class or during our class of creating digital products, I will show you how to always check to be sure that there's no copyright issue. So I have this image. I'll just drag it into this place. Oh, okay, it's telling me the image is too large. It's telling me the image is too large. Let me just reduce it with paint. Let me see. It's telling me the image is too large. Actually 30. Okay. I'm just permit me. Let me just quickly reduce the image. Apologies for that. I think this will work. Okay. I think that will work. So let me bring this one in again. And that's my image. My image is coming in. It's using my image already. The image I downloaded already. You can also use so I'm using this example because for those that want to create videos using their faces or anything. So now I have this image. I can now paste my prompt again. But in my prompt, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to reference this image. This particular image is what I'm going to reference. So in my prompt, I will come to where it talk about a young African man named Daniel. I will now come to front of that Daniel. I don't know if you can see my cursor. I'm right in front of Daniel. I will use art. That is art. When you use the symbol art, you will not. It's going to open up all the images you have created. If you can't find the image and you know the name of the image, because when you come to each of the images, you're going to be seeing their names. So you can just choose the name of the image and say, okay, I can click on test and it's going to pick up the image. I pick up the image as my reference and I'll tell it to go ahead and create. Let's see what it can do. Now that image face should be our reference point now going forward. That was going to use to create the character sheet. Why am I?
Sorry, where are we doing this now?
On Google Flow.
Okay.
Just if you are following, you can just go to Google and just type Google Flow. It's going to bring you straight down to this place. If you look closely, it's looking like the guy, like this person. This is our image that we chose, and this is. So this now becomes our reference point. Now, the reason why it's dressed in this attire is because of the script. Our prompt already told it how it should dress. If you don't want it to dress in this appearance, you can change your prompt, but I don't want us to dwell too much. So we're going to use either of these ones as our reference point going forward. So if you go to Google and just type Google Flow, it's going to bring it out for you, and just go to Flow. And then from there, you can follow along. Now we'll come back to a quick one. I'm just going to do the first 5 shots. So this is shot 1. This is our reference to shot 1. We'll copy this one. Let me just duplicate my screen. We'll copy the first shot. And it's always also good to always read your prompts before you just paste it, especially if you are working on a tool that is based on tokens. If you are going to be using on tools that use tokens, so that you don't just paste and then it gives you a wrong result, and you find out that if only you have changed a particular thing in your prompt, it could have given you a better result. So I read my prompt. I think it's fine for me. I paste it here, but I'm not going to tell it to go ahead first. I will always come back to wherever is making reference to that man and use at. But I'm not going to use this face anymore. I'm just going to use our character sheet now. This man, I'll use this particular man, and then I'll tell it to go ahead. So once I do that, I can copy the next script because of time. This particular one is what we are using. So this is the first image he has created, and we can see that Daniel is there. People are laughing at him. That same face, people are laughing at him. It's giving us 2 different shots. This is another one where people are laughing at him. So we choose between the two, that which one do we want? Do we want this one, or do we want this one? Another thing again I normally try to look is beyond the character. I look around and see that are the things there realistic? How realistic is the environment? I would prefer this one. Looks a little bit busy where people are waiting to enter Okada, and if this is good for me, I will download the 2K version. Download it. Now it's doing the second one. This is the second one. The same face.
What is Okada?
Sorry, bike. Apologies. It is called Okada, means bike. So this is same Daniel is also in his house. This is the same. It gave us 2 different shots, but I would think I would prefer this shot to the other one compared to this. I don't know if you can see it very well. This one, if you look behind him, he's having 2 different beds, or mattress. It does not look realistic for him to have 2 mattresses in that space. If I have my time, I can tell it to remove one of the mattresses for it to be fine. But since the second shot is given to me, it's a little bit better. Or I can let me modify this. So I think I kind of like this one. I can modify, say remove one of the bed, maintain just one, and maintain all other composition. So that's how to create character consistency. all through. So if you are doing a movie or you are doing a short video and you want the same face to be showing the video from beginning to the end, the first thing you have to do is create a character DNA sheet. So that sheet is what you're going to be referencing at any time when they call the person. If your story have 2 characters, and in the prompt where they are referencing the 2 characters, as soon as they mention the first character, you put at reference that particular sheet. Where they mention the second character, put at. You will see you mentioned the second character sheet. I'm going to show an example in a previous work I did. Now, can you see he has taken out one of the bed? It's just that it's not perfect for me yet because I'm not sure a bed can be this short. But I'll just manage it for now because of our time. Can you see the bed behind? So sometimes what happens in some videos I see is that a lot of people just pay attention to the main character and they don't look backwards again. They don't look at, okay, is every other thing making sense? It may not really be 100%, but at least to an extent, you can make some changes if you have the token. I'll just download this one, the 2K version, and then I will show you a quick example of where I use 2 characters. But now it's been downloaded. There's a particular project I think I used 2 characters. Okay, so for example, now this shot. Let me redo the. So this character, we use the prompts. If you look at the prompts closely, I said the wife at. Can you see this? Yeah, I reference the image of the wife. This is the image of the wife. The wife at. Can you see the image there? Then I went further to say the husband at. This is the character of the husband. So on the same scene that I want to create, because I've created if you look at it, this is my character sheet of the man, and this is the character sheet of the woman. Because so not for this particular, I think that was, and yes, this is the character sheet of the woman. Because I have both character sheet already, so when it was time for me to create, I just made reference to both of them. And once I did, it came up with an image that included both of them in it. So that's how to make. So if for example, in a particular scene, I have more than 5 different characters, and those characters, you want them to be distinct all through. You have to find a way of ensuring that your prompt mention those character names or a reference to them, and then you tell your prompt or the Google Flow or whatever AI tool that you are using that this is my ingredient, or this is my element, or this is my image I want you to use in creating this particular scene. I don't know if it's making sense that way. So back to our story. This is our story. And then this is our shot 3. Let me create one more shot. Let's use this one. I'm skipping because of our time. Again, I can't use word art. And then I go back to this particular one. Sometimes if it's not absolutely necessary, I'm going to show you something that may happen here now. I didn't choose the exact frame to use. I want it. Can you see what has happened? He has changed his bedroom. Do you see that? The face is constant, but the bedroom has changed. And you know what happened? Because I was building it, I only choose the man as a major attire, but I did not choose the room. So what I normally do is in creating the environment, you see this text say the environment is quiet. I will come and put environment at, then I will pick a previous shot, like this shot. This is the previous shot. I will pick it up. So now Google's the AI generator knows that this is the man that we're talking about. This is the environment. If it doesn't work this way, I normally start and say the scene. Then I'll put at that particular last scene I was working, this particular scene, I will make sure I select it first before I now go ahead so that it knows that it's working on that particular scene. Then I can come here and delete it here. So let us see it create it again. See what he created for us. He has put the guy in a very, very good bed and everything. But that was not our previous scene. Our previous scene was telling us he was living in a room that is showed that it's broke. So how can it transit to this one? So now let us see what it's going to create for us. Do we understand the logic behind that? Just to make sure that we have a consistent character. Can you see? This looks more like it. If you compare this to the former, where's the last one? Can you see this particular image? Just that this one, like I told you, our bed was not full. But if you compare it with this one, you find out that there is a close resemblance compared to this one that just gave us a random one because we did not direct it to look at the previous thing. Please, are we together? Is it making sense that way?
Hi, sorry, please, I have a question.
Please go ahead.
So I want to ask, so is it possible, considering the storyline, the guy did not have money, he was poor before, and now he's won the lottery, his life has changed. Is it possible to put a prompt in the Google Flow that to show that he now has money or something?
And so yes, we are building the story. We have not gotten to that point. So we are showing his life before. This is before he wins the lottery.
Okay.
So if you go down through our shot here, we are going to see where he won the lottery. Okay, see this particular shot, and in one moment his entire life has changed. So remember, we are coming from before. So it's like a story that we are building from showing his life, how his life was before, and now that his life is now. So look at this last shot here. It said, a real shot of the guy standing in broad daylight, holding his phone, victory. And so let us create this shot and see what. I'm not sure that shot is rich enough. So I think we have a shot here that shows that he has won the lottery. But if this shot is not strong enough, in answering your question, is that if a shot is not strong enough and you want to show him in wealth, right? Is that the summary of your question?
Yes, yes.
So I can come back here and say, I can go back to ChatGPT and say, give me a prompt that shows our character or Daniel in luxury after winning jackpot. So now you can tell it. So if any shot does not actually display what you want, so now it's ChatGPT is giving me a character sheet for it. I don't want a character sheet. I want a normal image. So now this is the character. This is what he has given to me. So I can pick it up. Come back to my ChatGPT and my Google Flow. Add it there. Remember that I have to choose Daniel now. I make reference to Daniel. This is who Daniel is. And then let us see what it's going to give to us. Can you see him? This is him now.
Yes, thank you.
So if in all your shots you feel that it's not giving you a good shot yet, it's not giving you a very, very good shot, you can always prompt that, okay, you need a particular shot of him in this area or in this area or in this area. So this is him now. He has one lottery. Let us download that one. And then we have other shots available. So in creating the video, it's just a repetition of all what we have been doing. We just keep, so now it's telling us we have how many shots to do. We have 16 shots, which I think is too much. Sometimes I don't do everything it asks me to do. So we just keep on repeating the process again and again and again. Take your image, generate your image, download it. And I always say, when you download your image, give it a name, give it a short number, especially for if you are not used to doing multiple video edits. It's good to know your short number so you know the sequence. And once you are done, you go for the next one, you go for the next one, and then you do that. So now that we have done all this, the next phase is to convert it to video. Now, this is why I normally mention that it's good to have your images. Imagine if I don't have my image, I have to keep coming here every time. Now, some of these, like now, Grok 2 is powerful. I can put in my character DNA. But if I'm doing text to video, it's going to be difficult because it's going to be difficult to keep referencing an image that you don't know. So it's good to perfect your image, know that it suits you, then you now move on to the next one. So this is where we're going to bring our image in. All the images we've created. This is the last one we created. I bring him in. I'll go to my AI. My AI already told me that this is to convert it to video. I should use this prompt. See, AI has done all the whole heavy lifting for me. All I just need to do is copy and paste. So I come over here. While it's doing that, I can open another version of it. Can get my other images. I'm trying not to rush it so it doesn't begin to hang like last time. So I'm going to bring one more image here. I bring this one. This is our first image. I'll go and look for the prompt, the corresponding prompt. Since that was our very first image, I know that the corresponding prompt. So we paste the prompt for this particular one. We paste it here, and we just let it go. Now this is what he has created for us. Sorry for that breaking transmission. I don't know why it's not showing my preview, but he has created the video, and let me see. I'll try to download it. It normally shows me my preview, but I don't know for some reasons best known to it, it's not showing me a preview this night. Maybe it's the internet again. Okay. Are we still together, please? I'm trying to download this and so once you pick up your image and you put it here, now this is our image that he has created. I'm just going to download. Can you see the image? This is the luxury life that we got for him, as you can see. And it looks can you still hear me, please? Hello?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will download this image. This one. Okay, so now this is one of the issues we have with Grok. Google VO. Sometimes they try very hard to ensure that you don't violate anybody's right or you don't violate some certain things. So if you look at this particular image, I know what the reason may be. If you look at it closely, perhaps there are people's faces at the background or a child's face at the background, and then Google does not want anybody's face or any other, especially children. They don't like children's faces appearing in videos. So they will try to block me from doing the video. There's a way around it, but I'm just going to just keep it for now and just create another image. Go back and pick another image that we've created. This one, I'll pick it up. Go and look for the corresponding prompt for the video. Sorry, I'm just trying to trace that back. So this is it. That was image 2. So that's image 3. So this is the video for this. And it begins to create it. While that is being generated, I want to make mention of another style. Now you notice that most of the style of the videos are creating, they're all like it's just like see it gave us ultra realistic cinematic. What if you want to create another style of video or another style of image? What then do you do? You can actually tell Google the kind of image or the kind of style. So I say Google, ChatGPT or whatever, anyone that you are using, the kind of style that you want. And if, for example, you don't know the kind of style, one thing that you can do is, for example, you can for example, let me put animated. So for example, now let's say we want to create this image.
Nope.
this particular, that means let's assume that this is the kind of style of image you want to create. One of the things you can do is screenshot it. Once you screenshot it, save it as an image, and then go to your Google, I keep saying Google, go to your ChatGPT, bring that particular image in. Let me see. Put it in. And you say, give me a prompt to generate this type of images in. Since I'm using Google Flow, you can use whatever one that you are using. So now let's assume these are kind of images I want to generate. I can say, give me a prompt to generate this type of images in Google Flow. Why this is being generated, I'm just waiting for this because it's slow. That's why I'm doing a couple of things at the same time, please. Now, can you see he has given me the type of image. Can you see? So if your story is based on animation or based on a specific style of image or specific style of character, you can actually specify to it and say, okay, I want my character to be in this particular way. So you don't necessarily need to have it in the human form or in the real human form like this. You can always tell it to be either in 3D animation. So now imagine if you pick this 3D animation, this particular 3D animation, and we come here. Let me try something. We come here. I will paste it here. I just copy. Now this is the same Google Flow that we'll be using to generate a normal human realistic images. Now that we have pasted something different, I want to show you the result. Just waiting for it to finish rendering. Sometimes this thing takes time to generate too. I'm waiting for it to finish. Can you see? Now, the reason why it's giving me something very similar to that was because of I did not give it any script. But now, if this is going to be my style of story that I want to tell, like I want to tell a story, and then this is the kind of characters I want to use, I can now tell it that based on this character, I want to create a story. Did you understand what I'm trying to explain? So I'm just going to copy just this one. I'm going to copy this particular side of our script, and I will add it. I will add it to our to this particular story. Let's see what comes out. Just want to show you that if you want to create cartoons, you want to create any kind of stories, whether you want to create morphes, you want to create different character, just know how to generate that kind of character, and then you can go ahead and do it. Okay, it didn't work for this one because the initial DNA that we are using already is the man is already in human form, so it's difficult to convert this. But that's how to get different style of images. Understand the kind of image you want, the kind of characters you want in your cartoons, in your videos, and then prompt the AI. Prompt the AI to create that kind of style. Prompt the AI to create that kind of style. So let us go back to our videos. This is the man now. We download it. No, this is giving issues. And then we'll pull everything together in our editing, where we normally do our editing. So this was where I edited the last video we just watched now. Pulling everything together is the major thing. Everybody can go ahead and, in my own opinion, I may be wrong, but I know that once you have your shots, you generate your pictures, you generate your videos, everybody can do that. The major thing that makes the difference now, how you can now bring everything together and put everything on the timeline. Please, any questions so far? Can I continue?
Please.
So I want to open a new project.
So, excuse me, is this a CapCut or DaVinci video?
Please, I didn't get your question, please.
I'm trying to look at the video software you're using. Is this CapCut or DaVinci video?
Oh, this is Premiere Pro.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Premiere Pro. Let me use CapCut. So since CapCut will be accessible for everybody, I'm just going to use CapCut. And when you open your CapCut, just create a new project. And then you pull in your visuals, all the visuals you have been working with, you just put it in. And in this aspect, I want to spend a little bit of time in editing. So because of that, permits me to use the last video that we generated, not this particular one, the one we did before now. Because that one, I have more shots to play with and I have more context. So from the last video, we generated this video, this one, this one, this one, this one, this, and this, and this, and this, and our voiceover. Remember, we generated our voiceover from 11 Labs, we generated our videos from Grok, and then we generate all our images from Flow. So this is our images. Oh, sorry, I said images, these are our videos. So when you open CapCut, from the beginning, let me just start. You open CapCut from the beginning. It's usually open in this format. It tells you import videos. I can drag and drop, or I can click on the import and then go to where the videos are. Depending on what you want to do, you can drag them or you can click on import. So I click on import and I select my videos. I can see by just looking at the sign, there's a VLC sign on it that lets me know which is video and which is not video. I pick all my video. This is my audio voiceover. I named it voiceover. I pick that one up too, and I bring them all in. If there are more videos I need to bring in, I can still click on import. See, just click on import, and I know that some videos I needed to bring in my download. I go to my download, bring other videos. Any video that you need to work with. And please, you can also work with pictures. Let me even bring pictures in so that you don't think it's only, let me bring pictures in. Let me bring this guy's picture in there. So I don't think that it's only videos you can work with. You can also work with pictures in in all the way editing platforms. You can work with picture. All right. Let me not say all. In most of them you can edit with pictures. So now that I have all the videos I've generated, remember the sequence, just a quick recap. Use your ChatGPT to generate your script. Use it to generate your short prompts that are going to be using for image generation and your video generation. Once you are done, generate your voiceover. From the script, go and get your voiceover. Once you get your voiceover, download it, and then you begin to then go to Google Flow or any AI tool that you are using to generate your images. Once you are done generating the image, because it's the same process, copy, paste, generate, copy, paste, generate. Once you are done, you take those images that you've generated, take it to Grok or any video generating AI tool that you are using, put the image, copy the prompts, go back to your ChatGPT, go copy the prompt, and then paste it there and generate all the videos one after the other. Download them, put everything into a folder. And once all that is done, then you now come to CapCut or any editing platform that you want to use. Now, so this is where we are. Below this bin, they call this like a bin here. Below this part is what we call the timeline. This is where the major editing is going to be taking place. So before I begin to put images, I personally like bringing my video and my audio down first. I like bringing my audio down. So when I play it, I know that this is my audio. Now, this is where it is good to name your shots. If I've named all my shots, it will be easy for me to just be pulling down the shot into the exact place. But because I did not name it, I have to be looking at the shots one after the other to know what goes into what and what goes into it. But me, I know this is going to be my first shot. If you click on it, it's going to give you a preview. Click on the next one, it's giving you a preview. Click on this one, it's giving you a preview. It always gives you a preview when you click on it. This is the preview. So once you are done, once you are sure that's the shot, you can bring it in. So this is my first shot. I'll bring it down here. So you can, there's a plus or minus sign here. It's for your zoom, right? It's at this other side. If you increase it, it's going to help increase some of the, you can so that you can see more of your timeline. If you are looking to see more of your timeline, it can help you to see more of your timeline and everything. Okay. I'm trying to give a color to my cursor so that you're able to see. Yeah. So this works, right? So this is my first video. I can decide to reduce my video. If you come to the tip of the video, you see that my mouse changed to like a like something that has an arrow on both sides. I can pull it down a little, and then I think that's okay for me.
Think making money with AI is complicated, but it's not. Right now.
So I said, okay, now I want to. At this point, I want to bring in another clip. Listen to the. Please, are we hearing the audio?
Most people think making money with AI is complicated.
Okay, so that's. At this point, I want to bring in another shot. I will look for which other shot should I bring in. I was like, okay, let me bring in this guy. Oh, sorry, this lady. So I just put the shot in here. And I can reduce it. I can play again.
Now, beginners are using AI to make money.
I can bring it down a little. Now, I don't know if you can see. Can you see that my arrow, see my cursor? Can you see my cursor is an arrow now? If I come down to, there's a tiny line. There's like a line that goes across my clip here. Once I'm on it, can you see that my mouse has changed? That's it. I can pull down the line. I don't know if you can see it. There's a line that I'm pulling down there. That line controls the audio of each clip. So remember, she's
right now.
So if this is too loud for me,
right now,
can you see? I can pull it down and say, no, that's too loud, and bring it down a little. So that helps you to control If each clip is coming with its own sound, you can control it. I can make it totally mute.
It's not. Right now, beginners are
Can you see? I
using
know
AI to make
hearing
money.
it. If I bring it up a little, so just take note of that. You can if each clip has its own audio, you can actually reduce it using that.
Right now, beginners are using AI to make money with no experience.
So I can say, let it end here.
Here are 3 simple ways.
So, which other shot can I bring in? Let me just bring in one more, this shot, so I don't waste time. Bring it, clip it down.
First, AI content creation. Use tools like ChatGPT.
So you say use tools like ChatGPT. There's a particular video I created that shows, yes, this one.
Creation. Use tools like ChatGPT to write content and Canva to turn it into posts or videos.
I can say, okay, I want it to, I clip it up. Instead of making that long, I said, I want it to stop there.
Businesses need content every.
Then I can use this man as business. It doesn't tell, it's nothing in my, but I just want to just put him in there.
Every day. And they pay for.
I remember this is a picture.
Businesses
I just
need
put the picture there.
Every day. And they pay for it. Second, faceless YouTube.
Faceless YouTube channel. I have this one for faceless. Because of the camera there.
Channels. No camera needed. AI helps you write scripts.
So I can bring this in. So this is now you bringing your shots one after the other and just laying it on the screen. It looks complicated, but it's very simple. Just
create visuals and edit.
Now that audio is too loud. I don't like it. I can bring it down. That's too loud for me.
AI helps you write scripts, create visuals, and edit using apps like CapCut.
And I can bring this one. Since talking about edit, I can bring this one, tell it, and drag this one a little bit this in.
One good video. Create visuals and edit using apps like CapCut.
I want this one to be here. Can I say interchanging the shots? I want this because you're talking about apps that I edit. So I feel this should be here.
And edit using apps like CapCut.
Then I can bring this one here.
One good video can take off. Third, digital products. Create ebooks or templates using AI.
Some of my videos are not really matching, but normally what I would have done was I would have just gone back, create a particular video that match, and then bring it back in. For the fact that I've created this video does not mean I have to stick with it all through. But just for the sake of this training, I have to just stick with what I've created.
Third, digital products. Create ebooks or templates using AI. Then sell them on platforms like Gumroad. You build it once, and it keeps selling.
I feel like using this video again, talking about making, you build it one and it keeps selling.
You don't need skills to start.
No, let me use this instead.
Platforms like Gumroad. You build it once, and it keeps selling. You don't.
Now use this one, yeah. So just say just be laying your videos one after the other.
Need skills to start. You just need to start. Follow this page and comment AI.
This is my last shot, yeah.
I'll show you. You just need to start. Follow this page and comment AI. I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step.
Now, so that is me finish editing. And the thing about CapCut is that you don't need to save. It saves automatic. But if you are using other softwares that are system-based, you need to save yourself. Before I show us, now the next I wanted to do is text. I don't know if, let's watch it one more time.
Most people think making money with AI is complicated, but it's not. Right now, beginners are using AI to make money with no experience. Here are 3 simple ways.
So there's two ways. There are two ways of doing text. I can decide to. The simplest way is this. The simplest way is this. Let me just do the simplest way. I go to my text and tell it auto caption, but I think it's on. I think it's for paid version. I don't know, but tell it to generate. And once I just click on generate, it's going to automatically generate all my caption. Can you see? All of a sudden, I have another layer. Can you see that layer? I have a new layer that is all of them are text-based. Now, based on that, I can pick the text. This is just the simplest way to do it. Go to templates and pick any template you want. Now, let me just pick this particular thing. Can you see that? Can you see the template? If I don't want that particular template, I can always choose another template that I want. So this, to me, is the fastest way to. If you browse through all the templates that you want there, you can just pick any template that looks like what you want. So let us see how this template looks like from the beginning now.
Most people think making money with AI is complicated, but it's not. Right now, beginners are using AI to make money with no experience. Here are 3 simple ways. First, AI content creation. Use tools like ChatGPT to write content and Canva to turn it into posts or videos. Businesses need content every day, and they pay for it. Second, faceless YouTube channels. No camera needed. AI helps you write scripts, create visuals.
So that is what the simplest way of doing text. But now one of the things I have to point out, when you do your auto caption, you call it auto caption, always double check. Come to this, when you come to your right hand side, there's a place the word caption. I've seen a lot of videos, and when I'm following through the video, I see a lot of grammatical errors. Always read through what it has translated for you, or transcribed for you. Let me use that word. If you see any mistake, correct it there. So if I say that this is CapCut, okay, the spelling is okay. Especially in spelling some Yoruba names or spelling only some African names, they always mess it up. Always come and check it to be sure that you are getting the right thing. This is it. And if I think that is okay for me, then that's how I use my text. The next way of using text is you putting text by yourself. I think that's going to be a little bit, but let me see if I can. To add text by yourself, you come to add text. This is a default text. Click on text. Can you see that there's a new layer here? Can you see that layer? You click on it. Go to where you've copied your text. Let's assume I want to put text for this one. Copy your text. Come back inside this folder, inside this, double click on it again and paste. I can decide to break it down. Okay, I come to this side here. Select everything again. Come to your right hand side. You can see font. You can change the font if you want. Change the font. Make it a bit bigger. Change how it's going to appear. If you want it to appear this way, or this way, or this way, or this way, depending on you. If it's too big, if it's appearing too big, reduce the font. Now I have my own text
no experience. Here are 3 simple ways.
You can add effects to your text if you want. Come to text effects. There are different effects that are default here already. You can search through anyone that appeals to you, anyone that I think that can tell your story. One of the things that I will advise, don't just because of it's there, just don't dump it on your video. If it does not help to tell your story, if it does not bring about emphasis, things about text is that it helps you to bring about emphasis. It draws the eyes of the person that is watching your video to particular things that you want it to remember. I use text much more when I want like the my viewers to see a particular message, especially at the end, because we talk about contacting us. I can go to that part and say, okay, why don't you follow this page and comment AI? I'll copy that particular line, copy, go to add text, add a new text, pull it to where I want it to be. And you can also add text on the black screen. It does not necessarily need to be a white screen. It can be on a black screen. Nothing is there. Put my text there. So this will be the last. I want this to be the last thing that they're going to see. That's too big. So as soon as my video finishes,
step.
That will be the last thing for them to see. So that's how to add text. I don't need this one. I'm using the auto text already. Any question?
A question, please. So
Yes,
with
please go ahead.
With the text, so for instance, as you mentioned that you only use yours for emphasis. So for instance, if there's a particular word that you want emphasized in a long sentence, can you venture in the text place, delete every other text and just make that one the emphasis and just align it to the timing properly, or how do you do that?
Yes, in that case, what you're going to do is, if you are going to using text for emphasis, you will not go. You're not going to do auto generate for everything. So it's going to be those areas that you want the text to pop out. So, for example, let me see if I can play this video again.
Pay for it. Second, faceless YouTube channels. No camera right now with here first. 3 simple ways.
Can I see this? So, for example, in this particular video, this was the only place I used text. So I did not have to translate for everything. I just made sure that when it came to the point where I need my text alone, I just made sure that that text was there exactly. So what I need to do for that is that I have to delete every other thing here on this timeline, or you can, another thing again, see this part here, you can switch off. Now that track is hidden. So for example, if you are testing, maybe for example, you are testing and see what works, and you've already done this particular area first, you can actually hide it. And then, let's say, then go to add text. Go to add text.
Simple way.
And add your text. So when it gets to that point, only that particular text is gonna show up. Let me just, can you see that only this text is showing? Let me just add a little bit of color to the text. Okay, so
with no experience. Here are 3.
Let me just change the text so that it flows with what I want to say. There's a class on video editing that I normally take where I have to explain there are different type of motion text. There's a lot of things you can do with text, a whole lot. So this is just that. So to answer your question, this is it.
Here are 3 simple ways. First,
does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Another thing again you can do is for your auto generation, you can actually move out the one. For example, now if this is what I want to emphasize, you have to move it up here, switch off others. Because only that one will show. Only that one will show. But normally, I try not to advise people, especially people that are, especially if we're just learning how to use CapCut or this, not to off any layer, because what normally happens is once you are exporting and that layer is switched off, and you need those video or anything on that particular layer, it will not show. Then that becomes a problem. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Just a simple click of a button. So whenever you switch off any layer, always bear in mind that when you are exporting, those layers are not going to show. Those layers are not going to show at all. So always, when you switch off, always remember to switch on back, except if you don't want it to show at all. So that being said, let me just see. Where were we? Okay. Let me just put this back here. Let me delete this one. So lastly, what I wanted to mention was how to bring in. So now I'm done editing, and I want to bring in a music under, so that it's not just the voiceover. Like anywhere I have my music, I can just drag it inside here again. This is my music. Drag it inside here. Put it under the video. I can see that it's
Can
not
I
long
ask a
enough.
question, please?
Please go ahead, please.
Good evening, everybody. How did you get your music? Did you create it or did you download it from somewhere?
Yeah, so for the music, I normally download from two sources. Last week I made mention of two sources that I normally download from. One is Picasa, sorry, Pixabay. Especially I have a I don't know if I call it a my somebody used to abuse my call it a Ijebu principle. I have a principle that if something is free and available and I'm learning, I use the free options available as much as I can until when I know that
Yes.
I understand what I can do before I'm going to begin to pay. So if you come to Pixabay, it's a free account. There's a lot of music. If you come to music, you have over 240,000 music to choose from. You have 200,000.
Okay.
Though there's going to be a lot of work where you have to keep listening and listening, but you can filter. You can tell it, you can use filtering to do that. There's also sound effects. You come to sound effect and you tell, maybe for example, you want a knock on the door. So these are. So if now if you want sound effect and you have an understanding of the kind of sound effect you want, like maybe keyboards, keyboard typing, like the man that was typing his keyboard. And then you can just download it. Pixabay is free to use. The other one I use again is I use Google. I use YouTube Studio. YouTube has a library of audio for people.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So if you go to your YouTube Studio and you go to your audio library, there's a lot of audios you can use here. It's free to use. And why I like using YouTube Studio is that it rarely gives you copyright issue when you're posting on YouTube because it's from them. It rarely gives you copyright issue. Sometimes I just try to just tell you, look, give me anyone that does not have attributes. By the time I click on it, no attribution, just like no, does not need attribution, so that anyone is showing me does not need attribution. So I just go back to CapCut. So This music I'm bringing in was one of the music I actually bought. I think it's been with me for years. So I have it on my laptop. I play it. If you look at it closely, you see that there's a red trip. There's a red sign there. That tells you that your audio is already going beyond the normal decibel. So I can bring it down a little. Can you see now? It's no more red. I can bring it down a little.
With no experience. Here are 3 simple ways.
Now, this music, normally I will not use it here because it does not go with it. So that's another hard work again is looking for music. That's why sometimes if using like a Suno to create music, is all these AI music creators, they are good because you can actually tell ChatGPT that now based on these scripts, give me a prompt that I can use on Suno to generate a music that will go with it or a sound, and it will generate it. It will generate it clean. It will not even give you any issue. So you can use Suno or any other AI to generate. If you don't have time to be going over 1,000 files looking for the right music, if you have the money, then you can actually download.
First.
And once you are done, now look at the end. Find out that this music is longer. If I don't clip it out, especially for Final CapCut, it's going to keep playing to the end here, and I don't want that. So I just come to the end and clip it to the last clip, which is our text here. So I don't want to just cut out anyhow, just sudden stop. So I'm pulling it out a little to give it like a soft landing.
Most people
still too loud.
Making money with AI is complicated.
So, and then once you are done, you just go to export, give it a name. It normally gives you today's date as default. And then you just export it.
Most people think making money with AI is...
And let me go look for the video.
Most people think making money with AI is complicated, but it's not. Right now, beginners are using AI to make money with no experience. Here are 3... Most people think making money with AI is complicated, but it's not. Right now, beginners are using AI to make money with no experience. Here are 3 simple ways. First, AI content creation. Use tools like ChatGPT to write content, Canva to turn it into posts or videos. Businesses need content every day, and they pay for it. Second, faceless YouTube channels. No camera needed. AI helps you write scripts, create visuals, and edit using apps like CapCut. One good video can take off. Third, digital products. Create ebooks or templates using AI. Then sell them on platforms like Gumroad. You build it once, and it keeps selling. You don't need skills to start. You just need to start, follow this page, and comment AI. I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step.
Oops. So that's a mistake we made there. I deleted the wrong text when I deleted there. And I also feel that the background music was too loud. I'll bring it down a little. If it was too loud. Do anybody notice any other thing I think you can control? You can change.
Using AI to make money.
Any other question, please?
With no experience.
I was thinking that today I was going to dwell more on how we can use AI to create products, different products. I was thinking that we're going to finish this one on time and they're going to product creation because a lot of us are experts in different fields and then we don't have any of our products out there. As simple as ebooks, templates.
Alex.
Yes.
Hi, Alex.
Yes, please.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
And the question is, for me to go through the hassle of CapCut, is there how I can generate all my video at one go, whereby all the script, when I take it down, when I've created all my image, carry on my image, and put it on a video generating tool for it to give me and just merge all the scene together rather than going to CapCut, start attaching them one after the other.
Okay. There are. I've not tested them. I was watching a video recently on how people are not using automation. But using automation to control content creation, where it creates all your content and it does all your editing for you and just gives you the final video. There are. I was also seeing on Open Art. Open Art now, with Open Art, you can create, I think, like 2 or 5 minutes video long. All you need to just do is tell it a description, get a script, tell it what you need in your script, and just give it to it, and then it comes out with a I think a 1 minute video. Yes, and there's also this app. There's also this AI to call InVideo. InVideo AI. InVideo AI is a very, very powerful one. InVideo AI, all you need to do with InVideo AI is tell it your script, and it gives you a 5 minutes video, 5 minutes video up front. InVideo AI, you can try InVideo AI. It can create 5 shot. There's this, I don't know if I can locate it. Yeah, I think I remember it, Factorial. Yeah. So you see this particular YouTube page. I'm trying to open the oldest video. Yeah. This particular video was created with AI from beginning to end. Without, just give it as a prompt. No, of course, not this beginning one, I'm sure. So all this was all AI. What AI did was that it has access to stock photos. Just give it the script. It even creates the script for you. It creates the script for you, read through the script, you choose your voice over, and then it has a library of stock photos. And then access to AI. So you can just give it a single prompt using this InVideo AI. But the question has always been that depending on the amount of resources available to you, if you know there's money, because most of these things they don't come cheap. Most of them don't come cheap. So imagine that, okay, in a month this is 17 pounds every month. I don't know how many videos you can create with this, but it's possible. Let me just tell you, it's very possible, especially now that AI is going very, very fast. Most people are just looking for one click. But those of us that came from a video background, that have a little bit of video background, we feel that we want to control, at least when we can, control some variables, be able to know some outcomes, how is it looking like, and how can we make it better. And I also feel that knowing how to edit, knowing how to do all these things, all the old processes can also help you to correct a video. Supposing AI turns out a video that you don't like, and it has just finished spending 5 minutes, it has burnt all your credit out, and now you want to edit a part, just a 3 seconds part, what do you now do? Do you now regenerate the entire video because of that? Something that you can just pull up and just put into CapCut or anything and then just correct it. But try this InVideo AI. It's very, very good. You can use it to generate your video at a go.
Thank you.
Yep. Any other question? But I was talking about products. Products, like now you can, as professionals, a lot of us are professional, everything, you can have different products. Your ebook, there are software that can generate your ebook from beginning to end. All you need to just do is give it a topic. Just tell it the topic you want, and then you can go and sell it on either TikTok, on I think Canvas have a place they sell their product, or on ST or Seller or anywhere. Have your products, have your templates. There's somebody just released somebody just started a YouTube page recently, I think I saw it on one of this group I belong to. And by watching the YouTube page, the person is a project manager. From beginning to the end was
Digital products.
all
Create ebooks or
AI
templates using AI.
generated. From beginning to the end. Though some of them were not really was not done very well, but he has a YouTube page with over 22 videos, all AI generated. All right, so please, at this point, if there's no other question, I would like to hand over the mic to let me stop sharing. Yeah, sorry, I had to go all over the process over from beginning because of those people that just joined us today. And I hope I've been able to merge some from last week's own and this week together and then finish our video. I will post the final one on the YouTube on our page, and then hopefully maybe we'll have a time to talk about using AI for digital product creation. Thank you, and thank you for your time.